We're going to be looking at what are the options with the Toolbox 5.0 software. As we go across here, the first option we'll look at is the file option. We click on file, we can start a new scan session, open an existing scan session that is already on your computer. Open a remote session is something that if you're wanting to do online certifications or something like that with Biotronics, we can set that up for you. And also one of the main things we're going to be looking at spending some time at in this session is custom animal information template manager and custom image measurement template manager. But we're going to start with a new scan session. So if you click on that, this window will open up, and what the program is doing is it's looking for any connected ultrasound that we have to the system that we'd be using. And this could be Exago, it could be Exapad, it could be some of the older technologies like Alocas or Oculas or something like that. And right now I don't have anything hooked up to this, so you'll see this yellow area here that says no capture device detected, which is what it should be for this application that we're doing. And we can either select metric or English, and this can be changed at any time if you've collected in one way and then you want to change it to another. I'll show you how to do that later on once we get into the scan sessions. But this one's showing nothing collected here, and that's okay for this. Also, what you'll see is a location ID, and you can use existing IDs, or if it's a new barn or a new farm, or however you want to take a look at that. In this one, I'm just going to select trial, and it's going to automatically put in today's date as the session ID so that you know images were taken. We've also got custom animal information templates that we can open for these particular scan sessions. I've already made a few of those for both custom measurement and custom animal information. We're going to go through those right now, the process of doing that. But I'm going to cancel that for right now. And I've already made a few here just to let you know and go through. We're going to add a new one, and you click on new. And this is all the information that you'll be collecting at chute side as you are weighing and scanning animals. I'm just going to call this one trial and push OK. And you'll see trial show up here in a blank field over here. But from this point, we're going to start adding from here. So one of the things that I usually like, you're normally going to be collecting, the ID is already there. That is the default, whatever the ear tag or ear notch of the animal, that's usually what goes in that field. We don't have to add that, it's already in there. The first custom field we're going to get to would be weight most of the time. Whether you're writing that weight down or capturing it electronically, there's certain scale heads that can integrate with the software and automatically populate that field. So we can type in weight here. Remember something it will do from animal to animal. Obviously, that's not what we want here. We want to be able to get unique weights on each individual. Most of the time it's a number. And we usually put in maximum and minimum values, or I do, to just, if you're typing them in, if something doesn't look right, say it's 4 digits. Most of the time the pigs will be scanning, it won't be 4 digits, whether it's metric or English. In this example, let's just say that the minimum's going to be 80 kilos. So we just type in 80 on that, and a minimum, maximum of 140, let's say, and just leave that at that. And so what will happen if it's outside of that range, on the next animal field, it will just come up with a little red X on it as a way of drawing your attention to that, to say, is that right, and go from there. And then we're going to add another one. So a lot of times what we want to do is get the sex of the animal down while it's in there. A lot of times we'll be doing penfuls of boars, penfuls of gilts. So in this case, a lot of times I would just use the remember, so you don't have to change that from pig to pig. It will automatically do that as you advance to the next animal in the database. And what I normally do there, you can use text if you want to type in one letter or something like that, or you can go to something that says selectable. And on selectable, we come over to this column where it says selectable options, and we want to start adding. So you want to start with something that has a unique first letter. That way you can either select the item with your mouse and cursor, or you can just type on the keyboard the first letter of it. It will change that and fill in the rest of the field for you. So the first one was male. We'll go plus, and you'll see male show up here. And the other option, female. And our third option would be a castrated male or a barrel. And push OK or enter. And so all of those are here, male, female, and barrel. And it just makes it easier to enter that designation in the field, in the proper field. Another thing you could do would be pen, if you would like. So if we add this, and then we're going to just put in pen as the identification for that field. And most times, obviously, we're going to be doing the same penful, so remembering that would be a good thing. And just leave it as a text so that you can type in a number or a letter or however you have those in, so you can select the right thing. We can go from there, and that's a very simple template. We'll just save that one and finish it, and we'll be done. We also have a custom image measurement template manager, which is just going to determine what traits we're going to measure. The default in the program is you have the ability to measure back fat off of a cross-sectional image, back fat off of a longitudinal image, and also loin area, and another option is loin depth. Depending upon your scanning protocol, what other things that you need to consider. Also, IMF is already there, so you don't have to build a template for that. Sometimes I get into situations where I just am collecting cross-sectional images and just need back fat and loin area, so I can build a template for that, or just use what's there as well too. The process of doing this is the same as we found in the custom information manager. So we're going to just do the same thing here, call it trial is the template we will have. Push OK. And in this it's a little bit different, but pretty similar. The measurement name. So if you're just going to do back fat and loin area, you really don't want the extra stuff in there. If I put in BF, it's back fat, and it's linear fat is what I want. These assist with fat depth, assist with loin depth are more for longitudinal images, where depth assist is available to the technician at shoot side, so it's already putting in lines with cross-sectional images. That is not possible at this point. We're going to add something else here and just say loin area. And then you select the area as the measurement type. We don't need to check mark any of those. Save and finish. And so those templates are available to us, unless we'll start the process here again of starting a new scan session. I'll show you how to open those from the list. In a lot of cases, you may only have one template that you use, and that will open every time you start a new scan session for that farm. It will be available to open, I should say. So we'll let it go through its paces here. Again, it didn't find anything there. We're just going to leave this as is. We're going to select that trial. It's going to put in a date as the default for the file name. Then we want to open up what we just created here for custom animal information. Trial. Also, we want to open up a template, and we'll look from a drop-down list that's been created. Trial again. We want to get this into this area here, trial, and then just push OK. And then it goes through, and if you're dealing with digital image capture from, say, an Exego or an XPad, it will make sure that there's appropriate settings for IMF and other traits that are part of the default, and it takes just a little bit of time for that to happen. It's going to come back and tell me we didn't get anything done there because we don't have anything to set. From that point, it's just a matter of going to next animal, filling out what's there, and because it didn't, otherwise the templates that we had would have been here if it had recognized the ultrasound.